Hey guys, Lewis here from cloudincome.com, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I've had a lot of questions around competition research for certain keywords that you've found, and this video I'm going to do an over-the-shoulder view on how I conduct my competition research using a tool called KWFinder, and you can find that at kwfinder.com, and I'll put a link to it just here in the video. Okay, so I'll hop over and you can literally see how I perform my keyword competition research based on the metrics available in this tool and various other methods and specifically what I look out for and whether to target a keyword or not. So we'll jump right over and get started. Okay, so this is KWFinder at kwfinder.com, and as you can see I'm logged in here, and really simple to use interface, unlike some of the other tools out there such as Longtail Pro or the old school Market Samurai. This doesn't require any kind of download or installation onto your desktop computer or your Mac or your laptop or whatever you're using. This is all web-based, which makes it really appealing to SEOs and those who build niche sites. It's quick to use. There are very few bugs, and the developers are constantly working with their customers, such as myself, to improve the product and to bring additional features. And it's been running for around about a year now, with a single developer who has been adding all these features, who actually built this tool for himself because there was nothing out there that really suited his needs. And yeah, he got some really great feedback, and I found this tool a few months ago. I reached out to the developer, got talking. He's added some features that I've already asked for. Yeah, he's a really great guy, a guy called Peter. And we'll be using this tool today to assess competition for certain keywords, and I'll show you exactly what I look at. So we'll stick with the example we've been using throughout the keyword research tutorial, which you can find at cloudincome.com/keyword-research, and there's 3 chapters there on keyword research, the tools you can use, the free and paid tools that are available, and obviously this video is also in there, and you're possibly reading this tutorial right now. So we'll stick with the RC cars, the radio control cars, and we'll analyze the US. Now what KWFinder does is it goes out and grabs the top 10 Google results and pulls through various information back for us, such as PageRank, which we know is obviously not updated anymore, so how long that remains in this tool I'm not sure. And then my 2 favorite metrics, trust flow and citation flow, which come from Majestic. Then you have the number of unique IPs or Class C IPs that are linking to this particular page, and the number of Facebook likes, Twitter mentions, and a number of +1s from Google+. And then this column at the end, which is kind of a unique algorithm for KWFinder, and that is their rank, or the SEO score, as I like to call it. And basically this is a score from 0 to 100. And what that does is give us an indication of how difficult a keyword is to rank for, and how competitive a certain page is. So as you can see here, the very first page has an SEO score or a rank of 34, whereas number 4 here, toysrus.com, has a score of 13. Now that will be usually because these big stores don't really optimize for individual products and such. They kind of play off their current domain authority and things. So back to the results. So here you can see RC Cars has a SEO score of 19. Personally, I look for anything less than 30 as a good indicator. The search volume on this is absolutely huge, and I wouldn't go for this keyword myself personally. I think it's really too broad. But what I would do is use it as a topic for a site. Eventually, if you build enough authority on your niche site, then you may be able to rank for RC cars. but that's not what I would target straight away. What I am looking for is search volumes less than maybe around 6,000 and above kind of 500-ish. So what we'll do, I'll just calculate some of the scores for the keywords that kind of just pique my interest initially. So this, I'm assuming, is a brand of RC cars. So as you can see, a couple of seconds really it takes to calculate a score. Again, that's less than 30, which is a good sign. It's kind of under 6,000, which I like. As you can see here though, the which you usually get is the brand is ranking number 1. It's going to be really difficult to beat this guy. It's going to be really difficult to outrank him with a score of 79. And Google is a lot about brands at the moment, and they will know obviously that this website here is the brand and the manufacturer. So you may have a hard time outranking them. Having said that, you can see Amazon is number 3, which fills me with confidence. And then we have a couple of YouTube videos as well. So I would say, this 28 here is slightly inflated because of this number 1 spot here. But you could possibly take 3rd, even 2nd, but you could definitely get onto page 1 with the competition I can see right here. So I would add that as a keyword I'm interested in, and I would take the main overall general topic as well. You'll see what we do with these checkboxes a little later on. But for now, I'll just go and calculate a bunch of keywords, and I'll come right back to you and you can see exactly what I've done. Okay guys, as you can see, I've gone ahead and calculated a few of the SEO scores for various keywords. And as you can see from the numbers, there's varying degrees of difficulty for different keywords. One cool feature of KWFinder is they kind of have a RAG status for these scores, RAG being red, amber, green, which is kind of used in project management and such. But it easily identifies easier keywords, and this tool, it's a tool to find long tail, low competition keywords. So it kind of does what it says on the tin here, and you can see here 19 is clearly a lower score than 28, therefore it's a brighter shade of green. 41 is kind of going into the amber stage here because it's going to be difficult for us to rank for that. So just wanted to show you a few of these examples, and one in particular that I found out and really why I like this tool so much is, as you can see here in the top right, I found this one, RC police car, and it only has an SEO score of 5, which when I see this kind of thing makes my eyes light up. So we'll scroll down and you'll be able to see where I found it. So it's here. So it gets 590 exact searches per month, has a CPC score of 37. And this 100 here is the AdSense competition, so all the ad spots are being bought up, and we know people are actually advertising and paying for ad space on Google. So that's also a good sign. And over here to the right, we have two things. The first thing is the search trend graph. So as you can see, RC cars probably wasn't very popular up until kind of 2010 time. And then obviously we see a huge spike here over the last few years. And yeah, the trend is kind of, there's peaks and troughs, but it's generally a similar trend. There was obviously an initial surge, and then it's been maintaining its trajectory for the last few years, which I like to see. If it had continued this downward path here, then it'd possibly be a keyword to leave alone. But no, the trend has been pretty consistent, so we'll continue to dig into this. So we'll look at the top 10 from Google, and what you can actually do is click this more button here and it will load the next 10 in Google. So now you can see the top 20, or top 19 in this case, and what it allows us to do is just dig deeper into, without using Google, we can do everything from this tool, from this dashboard, which is it makes it a lot quicker and easier to kind of eyeball the results and see if you feel that you could rank for it, and obviously use the calculated score here to assess that competition. So straight away, the reason why it's only a score of 5 is the first 3 results are YouTube videos, which is amazing. I mean, we could create a YouTube video targeting this search term and probably get it ranked number 1 with very little effort. You know, some social signals, a couple of links, high PR links. It wouldn't take very much to get these YouTube videos ranking. You know, we could buy some views for the video and some shares, maybe comments as well, just to get that traction on that video and to get it ranking. And we could probably take the number 1 spot just for that. I've not done a lot of YouTube marketing. I've done a few videos and promoted a few different niches. It's not that difficult, and you can make a lot of money by directing people from that video onto your landing page or your website or wherever you want to send them. In this case, it would be our page for RC police cars, and maybe we'd have the top 5 or 10 cars there that are available on Amazon or your affiliate network of choice. So moving further down, we have eBay and Amazon links. So again, kind of the top 6 are definitely beatable, and you know, a 5 is such a low score. I think the lowest I've seen on KWFinder was 2. So yeah, it's fairly accurate as far as I can see. Obviously, there's no links going to these, and you know, they don't artificially create links. They don't go out and do you know, optimized SEO on these pages or anything. So we can take these. And moving further down, even better, sites like this, really low competition, weak competition, that are ranking for these. And here, this site is number 9. I have no doubt in my mind that I could create a site targeting this keyword and rank in the top 10 within a couple of weeks. It really is that simple. Again, here, number 11, we've got Reddit. So Google's crying out for information here. You know, there's no kind of content on these pages apart from the videos in this case, or just you know, the in URL and the title tags. So as long as we perform the correct on-page optimization, heck, you could even stick one of these 3 videos and embed them on your site, and that would pretty much guarantee your page 1 ranking within a few weeks. So really don't overcomplicate it. As you can see, you know, I only had to search through, I don't know, maybe 15 different keywords. You will get used to looking at the keywords and kind of making a split decision on whether the competition would be low. Once you start to look at, so I calculated the score for this because it was a lower search volume, and I wanted to know whether electric cars would be a possible category on our fictitious RC Cars website. And as I can see, it's very well, not very high, but you know, kind of medium competition, something I kind of stay away from. But it's a perfect category page for us, from which we can link to other kind of electric related keyword searches. So yeah, so you know, less than 15 calculations to find one with a score of 5. And here you can see here 1 of 14 and 1 of 11, and that's looking for fast and fastest cars. So clearly people looking for, you know, speed, and they're clearly hobbyists who are looking for something faster, something bigger, something better. And the chances are these could be gas powered and even more expensive. What happens is if we click back into one of these, KWFinder will recalculate just in case the SERP results have changed. And well, if we look down, we could probably actually take a look at, so here, this is a blog post, top 4 fastest RC cars. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at this. Nice looking site. Not seen it before myself. As you can see, I used the Hoff. And we'll take a look at some of these cars and wonder if it's showing us the actual prices for them. Oh, Wow, okay, there you go. So almost $700 for this car. And in fact, they even have a video. It looks like they take their cars on track days. So fastest car ever made, $700. These cars, I mean, these cars are, well, I thought they were toys, but clearly there's a lot of people. So yeah, this is, I mean, looks like we've picked a great niche here. You know, the price point is very high. And yeah, if we could get a niche site, I would imagine you'd have to create a large type site, and this is the kind of content you would want. This is the kind of content that does rank, and as you can see, it's ranking #1 here for fastest RC car. So, oh, it's ranking also 3rd. So yes, I would take that site. In fact, it's the same page, so I would take that page, look at the content, curate my own content, making it, you know, very similar, look at the keyword density and such, number of videos, number of images, and then just kind of double the amount of words they have, and make sure you obviously your title tag and metadata is optimized, and again, that's a keyword we could definitely rank for. So I hope that gives you an idea of how to use this tool and how I perform my research. It's very easy from this dashboard to kind of click in and view what your competitors are doing, and also see, you know, kind of what the big brands are doing and the manufacturers. And a lot of the time you are going to come across low competition keywords. You know, if you see a Yahoo ranking there or AliExpress like we saw on the previous keyword, then it's an indication to jump in. And you know, there's you just build up a list, which I need to show you here is actually a feature of KWFinder. So we'll select these two, and this one's quite low, and we'll go for anything under 20, I guess. And we'll go for this one with an SEO score of 5. So what KWFinder does is allows you to add to a selected list or create a new list. So in here we will click add to new list and literally type in our main overall search term. You can be more specific, but I know that all the keywords that are going to be on this list are going to be related to RC cars. So I'll click add to list, and then the keywords have been successfully added. Then to get to those, you literally take your drop down over here and click lists, and you'll have a huge list over here. Don't really want to show you all of the all of my searches and lists, because a lot of them are to do with existing sites, but I will do more of these videos and kind of dig in and find some great niches like I've just found here for you. Very tempted to start a site in RC cars now I've seen the price of the products. But yeah, we click on the list over there on the left hand side, and then on the right here you can see the keywords we've chosen, search volume, CPC, the AdWords competition, and the SEO scores we've already calculated. From here you can delete any keywords where you know kind of have second thoughts and realize I think you don't want it, such as this brown one here. Select delete and it disappears from the list. And here you can see the one that we touched on here, RC police car, SEO score of 5. And then we can export that out to a CSV or an Excel document, and that's how I start my sites, and that's how I perform my research. I'll then take that spreadsheet, put it into some kind of logical order, assign categories, and then plan out some form of sometimes a silo structure, sometimes it's just, okay, the root domain is going to be targeting RC cars, and then I'm going to have electric, gas-powered, fastest as my categories, and then I will filter in everything else underneath that. So that's KWFinder in a nutshell. That's how I perform my keyword competition research. Do not overestimate how difficult it is. It's really not that difficult. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and it is actually quite fun. You can find a ton of keywords that are going to be easy to rank for, and then all it comes down to is a matter of planning and time to create the content and the website. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.